Hello, this is a short note about how to install the free barometer app that's used to read our USB barometer. And I'll just show you where to get the app first. It's free for Mac or PC. And you start at our home page and go to accessories. Then here's the barometer, the USB barometer, our new product. And then on this page, this tells about the barometer here. And then on this page, you can go, it describes the app, the free app. You can also load this directly into navigation programs, but now we're going to look at just using our free app for Mac or PC, which is a state-of-the-art paragraph once you have this app installed. And on this page, there is a film here about how to use the app once it's installed, but we just realized that we needed really a short video on the Mac and PC, how to actually install it, get it running, and so forth. Then you can come back to this. So you download, I'm going to do Windows first. Windows, yeah, a little more involved. So there's Windows, it's downloading that, and it says it doesn't usually do this, so you just say keep it, and then say show more, and then say keep it anyway. And then it's going to run. Now open the file, and then say yes to install it. And then English, and that's where it's going to go. Program files, that, yes, next, and install. Okay, so that's the installer. I don't think we need this browser anymore. And that's installed. And then, and then it's running. Okay, so it's running, but it's not really working yet. It looks like it's running, but it's not connected to the barometer. Now, you do have it down here in the status bar, taskbar. I would right-click that. I've already pinned it to the taskbar, but I would go ahead and pin it to the taskbar so you can have easy access to it. Okay, so now it's running, and now what we need to do is plug in the barometer into any USB port, and then once that's in the port, then you would go here to settings, and then it doesn't show the whole picture. Let's see if that, okay. So that's a good trick. That's why we have to have this video. It looks like I moved it over from something. There's the full view. And what we need to see is this connection settings right here. So you see that, connection settings. And then here is the serial port that we need to use. And we're going to put it on a serial port, but you have to know what serial port it is in. So that's the first step, is find the serial port. And let's go back here. Now it says this is in 4, and I have one plugged in, and I assume that's right. But here's how you have to check that. I would go to here, maybe this one, this button, and let's say if I can do Task Manager here. Device Manager, D-E-V-I-C-E, Device Manager. That's there, Device Manager. And then go to ports. Here we are. And we have 3, 4, we have something plugged into 3, 4, and 5 USB serial device. Oh, this says 5. That's interesting. Okay, so the port is 5. I'm going to just pull this barometer out. Let me just pull it out. I'm not sure how the original setting was, but let's find out where it is. I just pulled that out. Oh, look, and it went away. I'm going to put it back in, and it went back in. I'm plugging it back in. Okay, so this is in 5. Our COM port is 5, and that's how we found it. So you go up here to serial port, and then pick 5. And then all of this can be the same. These other settings don't matter. You'll learn about this in the help file. This is for if you're reading, if your computer can tell your position and so forth like that. This is for exporting the data to another device and so forth. But right now, we just want to get it working. Once it's working, then you can read the help file and see all the, actually quite a few features that it has. So now that should work. And this is the graph. We go back here. Now that's the default, and that default goes away. And then it's blank. Okay, so there now it's reading the pressure. So that 1020 was the default, and now it's reading. But you won't see anything. These are where arrows go. When you read the help file, there's some really unique and valuable trend arrows that go here. But they won't show up till the pressure's been running for an hour. But the device is running now. That's that. Later, let me bring this over. You see here, okay, this one's falling. And then you can then look at it for 30 minutes, for 3 hours, 12 hours, 8 days, whatever. So once it's running. Now, okay, with that in mind, okay, so you won't see this. You won't see these arrows for an hour. And then they'll be there continuously because if you got it running all the time. Which brings up the next point. It's valuable with this app and with your barometer plugged in to set up your computer so it automatically starts this app every time and you don't have to bother doing that. And that you can do on a PC this way. Let's see here. I'm going to go... well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to minimize this for now. I'm going to go to here, right-click. Oh, yeah, right-click and run. Right-click and, okay, and I've done it, so you see what's in here. And here you type shell:startup and say OK. Shell:startup. You have to type that in. And that will open up. That will open up the folder that lists shortcuts to all the apps you want to open automatically whenever you start the program. I've already done this, and so let me just show you how I did it. So then, with this open, let's say this is open here, then what you could do is, let's say I just click this, you can just do Control-N and open up a second window. I want a second window here. Another way, I think you can just go down here. If you just click this, no, close window. There must be other ways. Right now, if you have this open and you say Control-N, that works. So now I have two windows open. So now what I need to do is go find out where is that app itself. And so you would go to your computer, or let me just say this PC. Then I'm going here, I want Program Files. Program Files, and then Marine Barograph, here it is, Marine Barograph, and then you want, oh, here's the app. Now, what we want to do is basically, this is the app, and what we want over here is a shortcut to the app, not the app. So there's a couple ways to do that, but the easiest way is just right-click and drag. Right, click, and drag. If you just drag, it moves it out of here and over here. But we don't want that. We want right click and drag this over and then say move to startup and create shortcut here and so forth. Yeah, but we've already got one. Now we got two. We don't need two. I can delete that. Delete. Delete. Is there any delete here? More options. Do I need more options to delete? I do. Okay, so that's what you want. Now that's done. And that's done. You can close everything. You've done the job. And now whenever you restart your computer, that will automatically start the app and start collecting data for you. And that way you get this long continuous trace and you can watch how the pressure changes over time. And I think that's everything. Oh, if you ever want to undo that and stop it, just repeat those steps. And we'll go in there and you'll get into that startup folder and just delete that delete that shortcut. And then you're going. Okay, that's the process. And then read the other video we have about how this functions. It's really quite a powerful tool and how you can read this and expand this and and so forth. Move the graph around, do all sorts of things. Okay, I'll stop there.